It'll be extremely close, and some PASOK members have come out and said that they won't support it. But in exchange, some opposition members have come out and said that they would. And in addition to that, there are a few independents in the Greek parliament who would probably support the vote if it really came down to their support, meaning that it would pass.
Yeah, Nina, the Communist Party is one of them, as I think you mentioned, that does not agree with the austerity plan. Let's just talk about the fact that there is the potential of a tranche of money from the IMF and the EU on its way to Greece if the Parliament votes yes. Where is that money, as far as your understanding is concerned, going to be spent?
That money will be going towards rolling over the debt that's due in the next few months. So in July, Greece has to roll over around 4 billion euros in debt, and in August it's an even larger amount of debt to roll over. So that's where the funding will mostly go. And the funding will last Greece through until September, when the EU, the ECB, and the IMF return to Greece to assess how the government has done implementing this plan if they pass it. And I think probably at that point, they'll be hard-pressed to find positive news, because there's so much opposition to this plan, even if it passes, that it'll be almost impossible to implement.
Isn't it also a case that the international monetary community needs to gain confidence in Greece's austerity programme? Because if it doesn't, are we looking at a third tranche of money possibly being asked for by the Greek Parliament?
Well, hopefully a second bailout will be agreed on July 3rd when the Eurogroup meets, and that will hopefully fund Greece through 2014. But that being said, part of this second bailout is a specific amount of money that the Troika is expecting the Greek government to raise in privatization receipts, and it's really unlikely that the Greek government will manage to raise that. Part of the bailout is also a certain amount of private sector involvement, and if you do the math, it's very unlikely that they'll actually raise as much as expected for that either. So it does look like Greece will have a funding gap by 2014, and it's unclear at this point how that will be filled.
Well, for the moment, Megan, we